Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing our run here as Liu Biao in Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. Currently a little beset on all sides. We got several armies coming on in. You might notice that this game is a little bit grindy. Kind of something we haven't touched on too much, but we are just doing a ton of defending right now, and the stacks are starting to get bigger and bigger. We have an 11k coming in. Defending against this will be a little tough, considering one of them is a siege weapon. We got an 11k coming in here, and so we're just kind of chomping through their troops. What we could have done early on is try and make friends with one of these guys so they attack someone else, but we decided to not do that and make the game a little bit harder, and now it is quite difficult because we need to accumulate troops somewhere in order to expand. I think we're going to do it in Wuling and look to take Lingling at some point, but right now we are just mainly cutting supply lines and looking to defend and no offensive action whatsoever. I think this is the most interesting spot, so we're gonna search up with the rest of our maneuvers on auto search, and then we will be passing the turn here and seeing if we can take one off. We are notably trying to pincer their supply line here and just kind of defend. Now these guys do have catapults, so this is a little bit spooky because they will very quickly kind of come after us. But it looks like they're going to go for Xiang first, which is to kind of defend their supply line here. And we are going to get a full nice little cutoff. Looks like Guanzhong is no more up in the north. So there will be some free officers up there. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, and we just have a ton of guys attacking us, but just taking a quick look at the wreckage and ruinage of Guanzhong, he is no more. And so his officers become free. It's unlikely we will be able to employ any of them. Yuan Shao is consolidating the north. Cao Cao is going to be pretty strong in the middle of the map, and he's probably eventually going to crunch down on Liu Bei, who's attacking us, and just kind of punish Liu Bei a little bit. We are going to move Kuai Liang back kind of more towards this port area and look to have him defend kind of here, or actually just have him come back to here probably. Let's see, what type of unit is he? I forget what exactly we marched him out as on the ground unit. He has rain of arrows when he's on a boat, but what is he normally? I forgot how we marched him out, because it has been a day since we have slept since we loaded this. We might just march him back. We are not looking to get him too caught up in this. It's unfortunate that they couldn't get onto... they got the confusion here, but not the... maybe we move him here and look to... Or maybe we march in and try and take on Xiang a little bit. The problem is Xiang will eventually one-shot us here. When he is not confused, and so maybe we just look to cut down his morale and actually just wait this boat right here in the spot where we had, because they have to come onto the water, and he can't one-shot if he's on the water, because he has really strong ability, and we do not. It'll do like 4 or 5k damage, which wouldn't matter so much if we had 10k stacks, but we have 4k stacks and 2k stacks, and so it matters a whole lot. So I think we're going to... I think this guy is just trying to scare off Kuai Liang. I don't know if he's adding on here, so maybe we just actually retreat him back to the catapults. Something like this. He could probably take him on in the water, though, because he's not going to be very strong in the water, and he is strong enough in the water. So maybe we do something like this and look to get into a spot where the catapult can do some work. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're going to take a look over here. We are defending here. He is in the water, and he is on the catapult, which is not exactly what we want, but we are quite a bit stronger until he gets onto the land, which he's probably going to do, but we're going to cut his supply line too. Hopefully he doesn't jump onto the land and use the tactic that wipes our guy. I'm not sure exactly where she's going yet. She might just be taking this and then leaving, but it's something we have to be concerned about. And here we do have... we have to worry about one of these 3 guys kind of heading off Huo Quibing, but they generally don't play like that, so I think we should be able to get the cutoff. And this is still a few turns out, so we'll kind of do a bunch of eco stuff and then be back. Okay, we do have marching out of Xiang, a new officer that we picked up. We poached them from another force, and they are quite strong. They are one of the best, this is again a customs officer, but they are one of the very best guys in the game. Ooh, I forgot they had strength in armed forces, which is quite good. But they are one of the best water officers in the game because they both have helmsmen. They ignore zone of control, and their abilities are increased on the rivers, so that'll be quite good, and they are quite good. Other than that, nice balance of strength, leadership, and intelligence. They have Radiant Thrust, which is a strong ability, and they have the 3 abilities on the water, and so they will be quite good. So we'll take a turn end here, and we sent her out just to take out the siege unit and then come back. We don't want her to tangle too long with Xiang Ji, because she will get one shot, and so we'll see how things shake out. She's just here to just take down the siege unit and then peace out here. And there's her tactic that should knock him out, and then she'll come right back right as he's kind of losing his confusion here. But we do need to come and take a look at how things have developed here. So it looks like he is coming on over, and I'm not sure. I think we can... Oh my god, even in the boat, he's stronger than us, so... this is grim. We'll move him over here. I forget exactly what this guy has. I think he's on not a very good formation, so we'll come around here. And this guy's still confused. Maybe we'll just march her out and have her replace over here. She's really good on the water, and hopefully he doesn't unconfuse in the next, like 2 seconds and one-shot us. But once we're on the water, we'll be safe and still cutting his supply line. Over here, it looks like we did manage to pull this out, so we will just repair this and then retreat after that. Down here, it's not clear what she's doing yet because she's just sitting on it. I'm not sure if she's heading towards this city, or what, but I think we're pretty prepared for either one, and this is a problem for us. Dear old Genghis Khan is coming on in, so we are going to have to kind of go back this way and try and go back to the drawing board. We might lose the city. This is going to be really rough. This is a lot of troops with really, really strong officers. We're going to put someone down here that is going to be good at taking the land as quickly as possible, but none of the land will get taken currently because someone is inside. Ooh, they don't have anyone inside, but Genghis Khan, once he's inside this area, the governor will not take land as long as an enemy unit's inside of it. And so, yeah, this is going to be uncomfortable. This unit's kind of not very good. This unit's not very good. This one's far behind, and so it's mainly Lian Po here. That's a little bit spooky, so we will kind of use him. This is still a little ways off, but we do have to start thinking about cutting the supply line. She's pretty far behind him, but I think we want to march out maybe with Sun Bin again, who is kind of our speedster. He's going to move very quickly, and we're just going to place him down here and have him wait there for cutting a supply line, because that's probably what he's going to need to do. And I think that's kind of all the things. We will get set up and do kind of most of the turn here. So I thought we'd take a quick look at Genghis Khan, who is an unlockable person that you probably don't need an introduction for, but he has max leadership, really high strength. He has, he ignores zone of control. The abilities of all units other than him get lowered, and he has dash, which is incredibly good because it makes him faster. Sojourner, which is pretty good, and you know, positively affects your morale, negatively affects enemies' morale. And you have Heaven's Warrior, which I believe is what Lu Bu also has. So just overall very, very strong, and so we cannot afford to rumble with this guy on the battlefield directly. We are putting out another guy coming here to deal with this. We are moving this guy instead up to its above this catapult tower. If Guan Yu wants to chase the guy, then he's going to have to eat a whole bunch of catapult shots. And if not, this guy will come in and cut the supply line if he's coming for the port directly. And we have Hua Gui coming on up, passing through. Xiang Ji going to do some damage there. His stats are really low because the supply line is cut. And then she's just going to kind of hopefully manage to get a lot of damage down on him in the water. And if he retreats to Xinye, we're kind of okay with this. So we'll take a turn off here and see how things shake out. So yeah, just a lot of damage down, and then we're sitting here. Oh, she's set to retreat afterwards. That was not ideal. And he uses a war cry, so actually, after he uses war cry there, we're not really that scared of him, because we're not going to, I forgot we had her on retreat afterwards. We're really not going to, like, lose it to, once he's used war cry, it negatively affects our assault, that's not too big a deal, but we're not going to be too negatively, he can't one-shot us anymore, so we might just march out a couple more guys and look to kind of put that through. Now this guy is going to have to come through the port if he wants to make progress, and so we're looking to stick ourselves onto the port, and hopefully we can't fight him ground on ground, so this is something to keep in mind. He will just wreck us, so we're just going to come to the port. If he doesn't take the port, then the port's auto-expansion will cut off his supply line, so he has to take it, is kind of the idea. We are... Oh no, come on. This guy's gonna get wrecked here. It's fine, hopefully he doesn't get captured, but they did march out because he was kind of encroaching on their territory with the cutting off the supply line. We'll kind of have him march this way and then back to here, but he's probably lost. Especially because they actually have decent navy and they've just cut the line. That's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. This guy's just finishing this off and then he'll march back. Let's see what she's up to now. So it looks like she might be headed this way to Changsha. Interesting. She is pretty good at taking a city by herself with her abilities, because she has a lot of stuff that shoots into the city. We see Lian Po is engaged. He's not making too much, he's not doing too much damage. He doesn't have a lot of siege or demolish, which is what you're going to be needing. Looks like Genghis Khan doesn't go for the thing. He just kind of passes through. So we're going to go for Lin Wu here and look to, again, cut everyone off here. This guy is coming on down to maybe lend support, but otherwise just kind of pick up these two areas and then head back, I think, will be what he does afterwards. Probably up, that way his supply line doesn't get cut off. He's going to head on up through the mountains, maybe. Not entirely sure, but this is kind of the plan. And we have Sun Bin kind of waiting in the flanks. If he chases him this way, that's fine. He'll just retreat around and go back into Yong'an, and someone else can come down this way. And so we're just looking to outflank these guys. But this is kind of the current strategy, and hopefully we can get more defenses set up, because once we get like a catapult tower here, a fort here, and another catapult tower here, and several rings, we'll be able to do a lot of damage kind of to anyone coming in. And we're probably going to need to set up some defenses here, because the AI likes coming through here rather than taking the port and just having someone sit, having one officer sit in here to prevent them from getting their line cut off. So we'll see how this shakes out. So we passed one turn off screen, and it looks like he's probably going to take out Huo Quibing. This is Genghis Khan. Hopefully Huo Quibing doesn't get captured. He's one of our better officers. We're trying to use him to cut off supply lines. But he's doing... This battle's going okay for us in Guiyang. They don't really have much on the city itself until the siege unit gets here. This guy's way too out in front, and their morale's already pretty damaged. We have this guy coming in to support. Now, he can't take Genghis Khan, but he can try and cut off the supply line of Genghis Khan. If Genghis Khan gets too split up, you know... notably, Huo Quibing is, we're going to try and send him away from Genghis Khan as much as possible, but he's probably dead. Genghis Khan has dash. He has dash, though. Maybe he can make it through the woods. Maybe not. Probably not. Up here, we have her taking Xiang out. Hopefully, she can finish him off. We are hoping to maybe capture him. But we are risking losing her to do this, because we could just march her right back, and he would probably go back to his city. And I think that this is maybe worth the risk, but maybe not. Over here, it looks like they're just trying to expel us, so we're just going to move him back to the port and just kind of sit here and say, you know, you can come into our catapult tower range if you'd like, but we're not going to focus on that one as much. And here we have Sun Bin. He's going to come down here, get ready to cut their supply line, and we're going to take a look at this battle, though, as far as things are going on. And hopefully, Genghis Khan... Alright. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But it did. And, alright, we actually used a plot to try and reduce one officer's loyalty, which worked out okay so far. And we get him. Wu Kui, we'll take a close look at him after this turn ends, but we are kind of... So we just have marching towards Guanzhong only. We're marching over here to try and pick this up. I think we are going to make sure that we kind of touch back here and touch into, you know, our own territory really quick so we don't get our supply line cut, and then we'll come back down for this, because I'm expecting someone from this city to capture this, and once they capture this, this guy's supply line will likely get cut, so that's why we're doing it like that. Let's take a look at what happened up here. It looks like we managed to dust him up, so we're just going to come back here, and I think Guan Yu is returning. So we're going to send our guy back. If he wants to come and try and fight this guy, we're going to give him a chance to do that. He has 900, 900, and he has 360, 415, and he's going to be in catapult tower range if he's going to do that. I think that'll be fine for us. And it looks like she might just be building a camp and then leaving. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing, or she's building a camp and marching on the city. It doesn't say she's marching on the city, but in terms of reports, but the reports aren't always good. Can we click on Wu Kui? No, we can't. So we're going to go into... the information tab and take a look at the guy we poached off of, this is the guy who was marching with the siege unit against us. I believe he's injured, so his intelligence won't be as high as it normally is, but he was the guy who's been marching against us multiple times. His intelligence is in the 90s. He has strategy master, which is quite strong. Attendant is pretty solid. Morale is less likely to decrease. Plots are favored, and so he's going to be pretty strong. We're not sure exactly. He's in Wuling right now. Maybe we'll keep him in Wuling because we are planning on eventually having an offensive out of Wuling, and that's this city right here. For this, let's take a quick look. It looks like they'll be marching in on this. I think we'll just wait this guy here for another turn and then cut off their supply line. Or maybe we'll march him up this way to cut off the supply line. We don't want to get cut off ourselves coming up, so actually I think we'll just kind of keep him where he's at. We got 11k guys. It's going to be quite... and these guys aren't the best at taking cities. They're more of open combat type of guys, which means we kind of want to dodge fights with them. But yeah, we will, you know, make some preparations. Probably won't watch this next turn, because I don't think anything too eventful will happen. You know, we're just going to be maneuvering around. Eventually, this guy will get over to the city, but I think this guy will be dead by then, and then we'll march someone out to deal with him. So Xiang Ji, who's incredibly strong, his unit got wiped out, and generally when a unit gets wiped out, they get injured and or their loyalty gets reduced, and we are going to try and sever his loyalty repeatedly with this strategy. So this is plots, estrange. We are decreasing the loyalty of this guy because we're going to try and poach him. This will be very strong if we can. He's very, very good in the open territory, and you know, we have been playing scared of him this entire time, not looking to fight him too much, but that's one of the reasons we also wanted to take him out here and take a little bit of a risk, because we could maybe get that. It looks like these guys were just trying to expel us from the territory. We're going to head on back here. We're going to cut the supply line here with Sun Bin, and then down here, they have sent out a guy to kind of see us off, and he is going to wreck us if he touches us, which he probably will. So we're going to look to kind of escape up through here probably, and then we're not going to come down to Linwu. We're just going to go on up. Now if he chases us, he'll cut our supply line, but we might recut his supply line when the governor of this pushes out his territory, so this will be something. I think we also, Wu Kui was appeared here or was employed here, so now we can put him down there, and so he's going to be pretty good there. As far as this goes, this is a little spooky. We have sent out a 2k stack. He's going to try and wrap around and get after the siege unit, or get after just cutting off the supply line of these two units, but Genghis Khan is kind of the one we're a little spooked of. He does have you know, tactics that can hit cities. I believe he is using, yeah, so this can't hit a city, but fire arrows can, and we can't really afford to fight him, but yeah, so hopefully this turns out okay. We do have also this guy who's just kind of sitting here still. She's not really committed to anything yet. If she marches towards Changsha, we'll cut off her supply line this way. If she marches north, we'll cut off her supply line this way. This is kind of the game plan. Is Zhang Liao headed to... Oh my god. I didn't see this. Damn, that's kind of annoying because we would have wanted to march a guy out here, and we've already used all of our orders. Shoot. I'm pretty sure you can't unsearch too, which is kind of an annoying feature of the game. We would have to like reload the start of this turn. I think we're just gonna take it, and the fact that he's, well, I mean, he's gonna eat a bunch of damage coming in on the catapult tower, and then he's gonna go for Chai Sang. I don't think he could take Chai Sang, and we can march out a guy on the subsequent turn from here. But it looks like he might be going for it. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. We do have also more guys coming in this way, so I think we'll be fine, but that is a little bit of a misplay, not noticing that. I don't think it was in the end of turn report, but... So here's we... Oh no, we set... This is not the right unit. I had meant to send him out in snake formation. This is really not the right formation. Oh, and Genghis Khan's gonna wreck him too. So our supply line gets cut here. And Zhang is headed towards Chai Sang, and Sensei is headed towards Chai Sang. Alright, so we're just gonna march back this way, and then send him back in. That's really unfortunate. We did not mean to send him out in this formation. Hopefully we can still defend. He did light us on fire, and so now we're confused. Crying, screaming, and throwing up. He didn't take this place, though, so we're going to have a chance to just kind of escape up this way, I think, and just kind of look to get back to our city without losing any troops. That's probably what we're doing there. Here we have cut the supply line. Now, she is confused, but he is not, and he is big scary, but we might just send out a really big unit anyways to kind of get some damage down. Now, does he have... No, he doesn't have it. Okay, we were looking to see if he had any sort of thing that made him better in the mountains. He does not. And while, you know, this person might be able to do like 5k damage or 3k damage, he's not going to do 7k. So we're just going to attack here and try and get something done with Guanzhong. So that'll be a fun one to watch kind of when things come out. And we have Zhang Liao starting to push in on our catapult tower here. He's taking a decent chunk of damage. We might just leave him to his own devices here. Bit unfortunate. He's going to destroy the catapult tower if we do that. I wonder, he might be set to attack the nearest enemy, though. If that is the case, we might be able to march someone out. But he has decent... yeah, I think we just have to wait for him to come in and instead march out from here. And we might have to march out multiple units from here to kind of ensure that we get what we want. Unfortunately, the guy we want to march out is already out doing other stuff. And we want someone who's decent in the water. This is kind of what we're looking for. He does have Water Warlord, but he's not very good otherwise. Vantage Ground might even be better. I'm thinking that, I mean, this guy has Expel and some other stuff, so he's probably decent enough. And we only want them for the water, so we're gonna just send him out and look to have him cut this supply line here. And hopefully he can deal with her as well. And we'll do some stuff, and then we'll be back for the action. Probably not watching this one, although this is a little bit spooky. Yeah, this is not ideal what's happened here. We could try and send out... Yeah, we're going to send out another Huo Quibing again, who's still very fast, despite the fact... Actually, let's reward him first, because I think that he's not very loyal anymore. Because he didn't like his unit getting schmacked. I guess he's okay with it. So we're going to send out 1k, and we're going to try and wrap around again. This time going just north. over to here, and then the idea we're gonna come through here and cut off just through here. So something like this. And we'll see how this plays out. Alright, let's see the might of Guanzhong on display. This is kind of the first big unit we're marching out, or relatively big for us. The first one over, I think, 3k we've marched out, and he is just going to lay down a lot of damage. Yeah, 300 a turn, or 300 a tick. We are managing to decrease the loyalty of Xiang. Hopefully we manage to pick him up as well. But he's going to have to march around. And I guess he's going for it. He's going to eat a lot of morale damage too. Now, we wish we could set at the post command for Guanzhong to retreat here. But we cannot. Looks like, yeah, Gu Yang is in battle, Yang An is in battle. This is fine. The season has passed, and let's see the damage down here. What's happened here? So it looks like we're still confused. We're still screaming, crying, and throwing up. It might be easier. We might have a better chance of escaping if we go this way and then this way. But again, we're just trying to get out of here with as many soldiers as possible intact, because we do not win that fight. In 1v1, if we take a look, he has 600 defense, 1500 assault, and we have, yeah, 300 defense, 700 assault. So we don't win that. But we do cut off the supply line here. So we're going to come in here, we're going to relay, and hopefully there's not space for this guy to get in. He does have to march around over to the right here, but this guy might die. If this guy touches our city, that's going to be big bad, because if you take a look, his siege stat is extremely high. And this is going to cause us to hemorrhage a lot of soldiers while he is touching us. And he's marching to Xiang, so this was a little bit of an interesting one. We're going to march out and look to cut off her supply line from down here. It's a bit, this is interesting that taking this route. So we're going to relay here and then do a fire attack here. That'll take us quite some time, but we got plenty of time. And eventually we will cut off this supply route here. Now, looks like Zhang Liao just wanted to take the port. Not sure about this. We will not march all the way with this guy instead. I think we're just going to march to right about here, actually. The idea being, if they come this way, we can cut them off. If not, they're going to have to eat a ton of damage from that catapult tower if they come into range of us there. Unless they come around this way, so maybe this is a little bit better. So the catapult tower will range them. Or actually, probably here is best, huh? And so if they come to fight us, they'll have to eat the catapult tower. Otherwise, but maybe they're headed back. Zhang Liao's had enough. He just ate a bunch of damage. This guy's headed back his own way. What is this? Oh, these guys are probably just coming to deal with them. You can see that they do have linkages, which means they are getting boosted even more. Look at that, 2,500 assault. Yeah, we cannot fight that in the open field. Luckily, we don't have to. So this one is going to be a little bit tense over here. I think we can hold the city, but I'm not sure. We're going to do some of the, what is it called, the eco stuff up, though. Alright, let's end the turn here. Hopefully this guy gets away. Hopefully we can cut off the supply line. Hopefully everything works out perfectly the way we want. Looks like, yeah, the city's not taking too much damage. Yeah, this guy's gonna get wrecked. We are continuing to... Yeah, this is hurting. We are continuing to try and... Oh no. Oh, he's gonna clap the shit out of us. This is not ideal. Hopefully this guy doesn't get captured or killed here, though. He's really good. But this guy has duelist and bodyguard. Yeah. This is what we get for trying to help our friends. Yeah. Please don't. Okay, yeah. It wasn't the knocked off the horse defeat, so it's unlikely we're dead. But we're injured, we're not captured, but we do just kind of lose 3k troops for nothing there. Although, the enemy's been doing quite a lot of that. Okay, so... This is awkward. This is such a weird spot. We were really hoping to get this cut off here, but we're probably going to get it now. We're fine with this, but what we really want is we want to somehow stop this guy from making contact with the city without making contact with Genghis Khan. Normally we would just put a guy right out in this spot here, but I don't think we can. I think we just got to sit tight. We got to eat the tower tactic that this guy's going to lay down and just hope for the best. I don't know. This is kind of grim. He's going to do like 1 to 2k damage, and then he's going to do several hundred a turn, and then maybe we just have to do something like this. Alright, who's got Snake? You got Snake? Alright. So we're going to relay and then advance right here and hope that Genghis Khan stays put. This guy manages to intercept and hold him off for long enough for us to cut the supply line. I think that's the strategy. She's not going to make much progress. This is kind of coming on up. Looks like he changed his mind again and came down in here. In that case, seeing that both of them look like they're cutting off, we're going to relay here and just kind of... We can't actually... We're in an owl formation, so we're only good on the water. So we're going to relay here and then come back here and then repair this, I think. And then we should be able to damage her on the water a little bit. Wow, she's even stronger on the water than us. But we have the catapult tower kind of doing a lot of damage for us, so that should be fine, especially if she stays in there. This guy's headed back. These guys should be headed back. And over here, it's just Guanzhong versus Usui Kenshin now. And I think he can handle this fight. So we're going to leave him in on it and let him do his thing. We're going to move Sunbin back to the city, though, because he's done his job, which is cutting the supply line. And hopefully this turns out okay down here. Don't want to lose a city. Generally, when you start losing cities, the run's over. Because there's not much. You just start losing a lot of momentum. So we'll see. Alright, hopefully this one turns out okay. It's very, very spooky here. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna... Hopefully he just doesn't get one-shot by Genghis Khan. Still trying to pick that guy up by employing and also estranging him using the plot. What is this? Interesting. I don't remember that being in the game before, so it kind of shakes out the way we want. He does get a tower off, but he gets kind of defeated, and he's captured, so that's going to be super nice. And Lubu, or not Lubu, Genghis Khan is cut off. He's not confused. He's not crying, screaming, and throwing up, but I think we're just going to lock in our prisoner here and just let the fact that I just think he loses here. Oh, he is confused? Is he confused? Yeah, he is confused. So we're just gonna finish him off here. And you can go and reclaim these couple things, which are rightly our territory. And then head on back to the city, I think. Something like this. So that one shook out okay. This is shaking out okay. It's in the process of shaking out okay. Hopefully he doesn't kill us with a tactic. But I don't think he will. And I think that... he's gonna pursue this guy. We're gonna set him to enemy attack, so he's just gonna chase this guy. If he starts retreating, I don't think he will retreat. I think he'll just eat it. And how's this one shaking out? This one's shaking out okay. So it looks like we will come in here, actually, and then repair here. The idea being we will be able to take out Zheng Liao's unit here. And this guy is going to be well on his way to cutting off her supply line. And so things are shaking out pretty good. I think that we got this kind of cleared, all these big offenses kind of cleared up then. And so it might be a few turns until we're back again. So we did manage to employ the great Xiang, who is incredibly strong, but since he's injured, you can't really tell. He has the strongest, he has 100 strength when he's normally not injured, and he's not very loyal right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to give him an axe that's going to give him +5 strength. He's a duelist, he's got brave general, is not affected when he's surrounded, and if there are many enemies near him, he gets a lot more powerful. He's duelist, he's courageous, so he's very strong with few troops, and he is in the main city right now here in Xiang. And so we have picked him up. We've also kind of cleared up a lot of the ingresses into our territory. This is just a matter of like cutting her supply line, kind of coming through here, going to Jincheng, coming back, this sort of thing. She's too slow with this formation, even though she has a speed boost and Goddess of the Hunt. And we also have over here, he's cleaning up this, and so I think that we've kind of successfully defended against a lot of the surrounded on all sides that we kind of had at the start of this, and we're starting to move up in troop count. We got 9k here, around 10k, 11k, 13k, 5k, and so we're kind of creeping on up and establishing a bit of a power base here. I think we're going to conclude the episode. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algo stuff, and have a good one.